All right, so we'll start it off. It's 8 o'clock. This is a brand new podcast type deal that we got going on. It's kind of out of the box for me. I don't usually talk on the phone like this, but as a captain out here in this industry, there's things that need to be talked about. This industry is they're ordinary people. We do a lot of stuff out here. Most of the people that are in the live right now are towboaters, so they can kind of, say what they want to say. It's very opinionated, so, we're whatever. This is just my opinion, his opinion, stuff like that. But we're hoping that this becomes an every week thing or every month thing. When we're on the boat, we'd like to make this kind of like pop off and, get a little bit bigger.
This industry needs to grow.
It does. It needs help. It needs people that are willing to work and stuff like that. So that's that. It is 8 o'clock, so we'll roll off with it. We'll start again. My name is Daniel Hurst. I'm captain on the Richard O. Work for Campbell Transportation. Been on the water for 12 years. Started on the deck at Florida Marine. Worked myself up to have a pilot license. Left Florida Marine. Went home for a little while. Worked on a fuel flat. Wasn't for me. Left there. Broke out of Marquette Transportation as a pilot. Learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about how to drive a boat. Jacked up a bunch of stuff, but I learned from that. Left there, went to Enterprise, worked there for 3 years, up to a relief captain, and then came here to Campbell Transportation, which was known as E Squared, and then Campbell bought E Squared and bought NGL. So a lot of us are, multiple companies, but I came from Enterprise to here, started over here, been here 3 years, and now I'm captain of the Richard O. So that's that. With that being said,
welcome, Big Paul.
I don't know everything, nor will I say I know everything, but this industry does need people that are willing to work, willing to leave things behind, because we do leave a lot of stuff behind. So that being said, I'll let Zach introduce himself.
Again, I'm Zach. I work on the Richard O as a steersman. I was a tankerman for Enterprise Marine. I started at Enterprise Marine. I gave 5 years of my career there. I've done 2 here. This industry takes from you, but in return, it can make you a very successful person. So, representations of what I mean by that, I work a 28-14 schedule. I got a little girl who's about to turn a year old, and I got a little boy that's due next month. And some may say, oh, well, don't you want to be home for your kids? There's nothing I can do at home that would give my children the life I can give them that I do here without a college degree and a full-blown education and possibly a ride from someone. There's nothing in this industry that I can do at home. Nothing I have a license for benefits me at home. Sure, I go shoreside. And as much as them guys don't want to admit it, they work more than I do. They might go home every night. They might see their kids and maybe tuck them into bed, depending on what kind of schedule they're on. But as a tanking side of this, there's no being a shore tankerman, and there's shore tankerman in this comment section. You will get the dog worked out of you. 14, 15 hours. And then go home. You got to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours home, depending on where the company sent you.
Plus the money aspect, you have to. There's slow years, there's slow months. I mean, it just all depends on your money situation too. The beating of your vehicles, the beating of your body.
Yep.
I mean, it's rough. I mean, you've got 40, 50, 60-year-old men out here that are working, sun up, sun down out here on these barges, and it takes a toll on them because. And this is the true side of the industry is if you don't have your money right or your finances right or your mind right, it will literally eat you alive and it won't spit you out.
So kind of touching on the whole becoming a deckhand thing, right? We're going to try and stay organized here, but there's a chance it doesn't happen. Becoming a deckhand in this industry now, there's a lot of picking and choosing by companies who need it so badly. Obviously, they don't hire felons. Most companies don't hire large counted felons. Like a misdemeanor drug possession, sure, they'll probably, whatever, they'll look over it. But if you got a stiffer charge on a situation and they put you next to a brand new kid out of high school, they're not picking you.
It's just the way it works.
So for those of you that are trying to get a job out here and may have a bad record, you're going to have to start at a
mom and pop company.
Yeah, that's a better term for it. A small company. You're not going to get on at one of these big companies. You can try. I'm not taking that from you. And there's a chance you get in, depending on your age and when you got your charge or whatever the case may have been. A lot of people look at this place and they go, oh, there's so many jobs out there I can get on. You're right. There's a lot of openings. A lot. But these people run a business. They can't just hire you and in 6 months you quit. 6 months you give up because you can't do it.
A lot of people don't realize that when you do start out as a deckhand coming into the companies, man, they're spending thousands of dollars to hire you before you even start. So you may go in there and work, do the deckhand classes they got you doing, and you may roundabout estimation $10,000 per person. It may be less than that. It may be more. I don't know. We don't know that side of the business, but it does cost for you.
A lot.
It costs a lot for you just to get here. And then on top of all your PPE and all your schooling and all the stuff that needs to be taken care of before you even step on a boat, it's hard.
So like this, when they send you to go get a blood scan done, I don't know if you've ever tried to go get a blood scan done on your own as a random person, right? You want to get something checked out. It's not cheap to get a 10-panel blood screen or a blood test or drug test or even a blood draw. None of that's cheap. And they pay for that. They don't say, hey, I need all this from you before you come over here. They say, hey, go get your physical done. They pay for that up front. They're already in the hole 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I'm not going to get too exaggerating on it. I don't know the exact number. And you might not even get hired. So they might call you, ask about you. And if they don't feel it's beneficial to put you through to the next step, they're not going to call you again. They're going to send you an email, tell you didn't get in, and send you on your way. Don't give up, right? A lot of companies, I'm going to throw some off the top of my head, for instance, Enterprise, Campbell, Kirby, Genesis, Florida Marine, Blessy, LaBeouf, Marquette. All these places hire with different standards. Some companies don't need to hire you. Some companies really need your help. You have to put in an application, and I'm not saying bother them, but you're going to have to call them because some of these guys want you to put that extra foot forward, that extra effort. Because I can hire you, cool. You didn't even care if I hired you or not. You just put in another application somewhere else. But if you call me, hey, my name's such and such, I put an application 3 days ago, just trying to see if anything's going to shake with that. I'm looking to get in on the industry. I heard it's a good place to start. What can I do to make me a better candidate? And that right there goes a long way because you put the initiative to push for that job. You didn't just sit there and say, well, they'll call me if they call me while you're sitting at Rouse's or Home Depot or Lowe's making minimum wage, trying to push forward to be something better for you, yourself, or for your kids, your family. And kind of like Daniel said earlier, this industry will swallow you. It will swallow you. There's no way out. You put 5 years in here, the only way out is with a new slate, a new clean slate. That's the only way out.
Or you have a lot of money.
A lot. And it doesn't happen like that.
Most of the people that have joined this live have years out here, and this is all we know.
Yeah, Jason. So a Coast Guard physical is very expensive, and some people don't know. Some people don't know that, right? So as a tankerman, right, when you become, so let's say you made it, right? You made it in. You're a deckhand now. There's stages. You come on a boat with us, right, as a green deckhand, and you're like, I'm ready to get a check. I don't even want you here no more because you've put money before the job, which is fine in your mind. And some people agree with you. I don't. This is a boat. And some people are like, oh, it's a work boat. It's not just a work boat. This is our home. Take care of our home. Don't tear it up. Don't leave your trash dragging around. Do your dishes, pick them up, clean the counter. Take care of what you got to take care of. You'll be taught all of this, but you should have home training. You shouldn't have to be taught home training. Now I hear you, Jason. So Jason's trying to get his brother-in-law out here in this industry, and he can probably tell you in the comments it's not an easy task. Some people don't want to be here, and some people don't want it hard enough. And a lot of companies do what's called a deckhand school. They'll teach you the basics, 1 or 2 things, 3 or 4 things, depending on who you work for.
But most of that stuff, when you get on the boat,
goes out the window.
Goes out the window because everything's different.
We teach you totally different here. Because as much as people don't like to hear it, the bank side, compared to what they think we do, compared to what we actually do, 2 totally different subjects. A lot of people are scared to talk about it, scared to communicate with it, be a part of it.
You got boats out there that don't do shit.
Sit on their ass.
Do absolutely nothing.
Dirty boats.
And that's
gross.
You can go join that. You can go enjoy that if you like your house or whatever you live in is nasty. That's cool.
So to the 10 of you that are sitting in here, be mindful, right? If you share this with somebody and they're trying to get in on the industry, it helps them to understand what they're coming into instead of what they've been reading or going a part of. Yeah, our stuff's opinionated as well, like these guys that are posting. Paul, I'm 6 foot. I don't know why it's important. But this industry alone, for deckhands, is the best starting place. So you can't come out here without giving stuff up. My daughter's going to turn 1. This will probably be the only birthday I'll be home for in the next 4 years. I miss Christmases. Like I said, I've been out here for 8 years. I've tanked for 7, decked for 1, whatever the case may have been. And I have only been home for this Christmas. Will be the first Christmas I've ever been home. And that's if my schedule don't get changed for whatever reason. This will be the first time.
Tanking barges, unloading and loading product at different facilities. And so we carry gas and whatever, and we'll bring it to these refineries, and then we'll unload it or load it, and that's what he does.
Tanking barges, Paul, because kind of like what Daniel's kind of touched on. Your first hitch. Okay, so that's a good time. Glad you brought that up. What would you need for your first hitch? Most companies don't supply bed linen. Linen meaning sheets, blankets, pillowcases, and maybe a pillow, depending on what kind of boat you go on. You need blue jeans or appropriate wear.
Lightweight pants.
Lightweight pants because it gets hot out here.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, you'll get chub rub. Very bad. It happens. It gets hot. Keep going.
So, keep touching on that, right? You get your linens together. Body wash, mouthwash, a toothbrush. Somebody wants to smell your breath. Everything you have at home, you need a pack a go bag. Come to work. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Clothes, drawers, socks. Bring your own damn cigarettes if you smoke. Don't bum off the guy on the boat with you. You vape, bring extra. Don't get off the boat every week when you make crew change. Get your stuff, have it with you. It's called being responsible for yourself. That goes a long way. There's plenty of big guys doing a job. What's up, Kobe? Share with your people, man. Invite them, let them join. So, first hitch on, right? You bring all your linens, bring your stuff, a pair of steel toes, a pair of regular shoes. Some guys wear shower shoes, depending on how nasty the rest of the boat is. I wear shower shoes. Don't put yourself in a position to get nasty and dirty. If the boat is dirty, clean it. And then speak up. Go to the captain. Hey, man, look, these dudes are nasty. We need a hand getting this thing straightened out. Because you don't have to live in filth. Right? Who said something about a push boat? Yeah, Troy. Push boat. Pushing barges. Pushing tank barges.
I'll throw in on the first hitch deal. So, like you said, clothes, linen, Bathroom necessities. That's your most important. Bring deodorant. Nobody wants to smell you. You're gonna stink. Towels, stuff like that. All your personal belongings, like he said, that you have at home, you bring them with you.
Touch on Jason's comment. So what I mean by that is, he said Magellan long sleeve shirts. You can't wear Magellan long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, it's not FR
it's
retardant.
Not FR.
They're not gonna let you wear that out here.
Your company might let you because they don't see you wearing it, but they don't let that happen out here. So a lot of guys can't wear clean product for when you're tanking clean product, because most of clean product, which we'll touch on this later, we don't really need to touch on it right now, but a lot of clean product barges get on your skin. It can irritate your skin really badly. So wearing an FR, it's resistant to the product. It'll push it off of you. Yeah. At least enough time for you to get your shirt off.
I don't want to get too off topic. We'll jump back. But real quick, to answer your question, Jason, there are shirts that the company that we work for, that are going to get for all of us, majority of us, that are long sleeve, that are FR retardant, that have the breathable pattern in the back and underneath the arms.
What's up, Gabe?
So that's a thing. But to jump back on topic,
back on the deckhand.
Let's start this. So you get into the industry, you try to get hired on, you come in, you're starting as a deckhand, green, don't know anything, so you start there. But let me revert back to this. TWIC card, driver's license, birth certificate, high school education or GED is needed.
Yeah, some places won't get on without it.
There's a lot of misinformation on that. That's one of the top lows, because it's required by the Coast Guard and us to have those things. So you have all that, you apply. There's going to be times you're not going to get a call back, and there's going to be times you do get called back. It just all depends on who wants you and if your application stands out from from other people. So with that being said, it's a good thing to know some people on the boats, some people in office. It's easier to get on that way. It's shitty to say that, but it is. So
Jason and Kobe, we'll touch on all that here in a minute. Let's finish the deckhand situation, because we're going to talk about the deckhand pay at certain companies, and then we'll go from there. And you're very correct, Jason. Most companies do pay differently as you work your bill.
So you get in, they're going to start you on a hiring process. It could take a week. It could take from 3 weeks. It could take 4 months. It took me almost 4 months to get hired on here, and I'm a wheelman. So, it just all depends on who you are and what you know and who you know. Let's just say it takes you 3 months to get on. You're still on another boat or still at a company that you work for. You put in your 2 weeks. If you want to put in your 2 weeks, you leave, you come in. And then you get into orientation. Orientation could take 3 days. You could take up to 14 days. It just depends on your experience level, or if you're a green deckhand.
Mine took 7.
Most green deckhands are going to start out at between a 14 and 21 day class. Within those 14 to 21 days, depending on your teacher, he's going to teach you what you need to know, what you don't need to know, stuff like that. So that's that. Once you get done with orientation, they schedule you wherever you need to go. They put you on a boat, and then that's when it starts. That's when the real life starts. Most of the stuff that you learn in deckhand school, you're not gonna really know it out here. You may think you know it, but you're not. A lot of that stuff that is being taught in those classes, I don't think are very informational. Some is, some isn't. Most of the deckhands that I've had come out here on this boat, they don't really remember things or weren't taught the things that they needed to know. So as a deckhand, that's your job. You come out, you sweep, you mop, you clean staircases, you clean bathrooms, you do the things that you normally would do at your own house or at your mother's house or your father's house, those things, stuff like that.
Welcome to all the new people in, by the way. Just want to jump off and say that real quick. Welcome to the...
My bad. Hold on, guys.
The suction came undone on the mount for the phone. Sorry.
All right. So back to this. Wife does that stuff. Anyways, deckhand.
Your wife does what, Mike?
You start as a deckhand, you come out.
Hold on. Your wife does what, Mike? Because comments like yours is what I was looking for. It doesn't make you less a man to sweep. It doesn't make you less a man to mop. It doesn't make you less a man to wipe a wall. You're doing your job. You are cleaning this boat. You live on this boat. You will clean it. Plain and simple. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is no second guess, and there's no designated person. I'm going to help you clean. He's going to help you clean. And we all have higher titles than you. There's no segregation in regards to cleaning this vessel. So, as you were, sorry.
I mean, pretty much what he said. I still clean bathrooms. I still clean showers. I do the dishes. I mean, I've chipped and grind and painted. I mean, I don't like painting, but I will. It's not something I truly enjoy.
Hey, Steph, welcome. We'll kind of put you in here later. Sorry to
toilets, all that stuff. Everything. This is a house, guys and girls. This is a house. You take care of what you need, and that's that on the deckhand. I mean, it's
we
learning.
All clean.
It's learning the boat, learning to deck. If you don't know how to deck, you're not going to make it.
No, decking's very important, man. Don't come out here and I got it. I know. Because to be honest with you, gonna get ran off.
Hey, so that there's a question that was asked about fishing off the boat.
Where's that? Oh, right there.
You can, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's illegal because you can't.
It's not legal.
It's not legal.
It's not legal. You don't live in the state that your boat is in. Your boat is considered a commercial vehicle. You do not have a commercial fishing license. Thus far, you cannot fish off the boat. However, what that double-edged that sword is, no one's going to really tell you something. Don't do anything stupid.
If the Coast Guard's around or you see the green jeans, don't do it. And then there was another one that was talking about.
I'm sorry, I scrolled up.
No, you good. It says we all clean no matter who we are. To a degree, there's some boats out there where
Wilman's not cleaning.
Don't give a shit. He ain't gonna do it. There's Wilman out there. I came from the old school side. I know what it feels like to have to make the coffee for the captain, or make the bed for the captain, or you can't sit in the galley when the captain's there, or things like that. That's the life out here.
Towboat Steph, if you don't mind, share the like. I appreciate you liking, but if you don't mind sharing, I know you have a pretty big following on this app. And the more people we touch that are involved with this industry, the better it is.
Let's see. Yes, Towboat Steph, it's your home for the next 30 days, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we work 28-14, but yeah, exactly. 30 days and 30 and 15, whatever y'all work.
Laid back F-150. I'm glad this is helping. There's a lot of information. Like I said, this is our first one. We're just throwing stuff out there. It's very opinionated. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to say what they want to say. This is just how I feel. This is how he feels. At the end of the day, it is what it is. This is the industry. So, I mean, we could get off topic. We can go about a bunch of different things. We went over let's say this. We went over the deckhand thing, how to get on, what it's like. Really didn't get into what it's like. There's some days that are hell. There's some days that are good. Blood, sweat, and tears is what is going to bring.
Elk. We're not going to talk about companies we don't work for or work around. We work around them, but we're not going to talk about companies we don't know stuff about. So I've never worked for Kirby. He's never worked for Kirby. I'm not going to go and say Kirby's a crap company. I don't work for them. They have a lot of policies. They have a lot of rules. And with those policies and rules comes whatever benefits they supply you. We've heard good things. We've heard bad things.
Just like Campbell, you can hear good things and you can hear bad things. Just like any company, you're going to hear what's tossed around. I mean, it's like a big high school event out here, a bunch of dramas.
Bunch of drama.
I mean, that's just how
this industry is full of drama. If you run your boat aground today, the guy that's at the fleet with you will know tomorrow. So that's the best way I can put it. I want to get into being a deckhand and have been for some time now. Big Papa Bear, what is stopping you from doing that? Laid back F-150, you can pick your schedule to a degree. They're going to offer you two schedules because 14 and 7 is really hard to pick up on in this industry. They're going to probably offer you 20 and 10 or 28 and 14, and you're going to go from there.
28 days on the boat is a very, very long time. But in retrospect, you're only going to have 12 days home, 12 and a half days home, because most of your day, that you have when you go home, it's already shot. And then you have the day.
It said some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience.
Be all right.
If you commented something and it's not popping up, try and comment it again.
Yeah,
just in a different way.
This different topic. 2814, like I said, how many names there? Give me a second.
We'll go over that in a second.
2814 is a very long time. You get 12 and a half days home. We were at 2814. We come out the day before.
Yeah.
Stay in a hotel, stuff like that. So
yeah, it sure did fall again, man. What's up with that thing? That's that mount for you. That's $80 worth of trash right there.
Rock Form needs to do better.
$80 worth of trash.
20 and 20. Yeah, I want to go day for day. 20 and 10 to me is the best schedule. A lot of people don't like it.
It's not enough time home, man. I worked them both, and I'll be honest with you, the only reason we stay 28-14 is that's what the boat does.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. My personal opinion. You get 10 days, you only get 8. The day you come home, it's gone. Most companies. This company, I go home at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I get paid for a full day. It's great. You know, most companies, you don't get off the boat till 1 in the afternoon. And then you drive 4 or 5 hours home. Not throwing no shade or nothing. It happens. It's how crew change is. It's the only way it really works for some people. So, company names that are hiring.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Blessy, Campbell, Kirby,
Marquette, LaBeouf, Genesis,
everybody.
Florida Marine.
But it's like we go back to what we first started.
Terrell.
We go back to when we first started this conversation. It's who you know. If you know somebody, it's easier to get on. A lot of these people are picking and choosing who they are wanting to hire. If you go into an interview and you are not a good interviewer, you're not going to get hired. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
You know, it sucks. You may be a hell of a worker. You may,
and it don't matter.
And it doesn't matter. If you can't do an interview, or you don't have the ability to talk, which I'm doing right now. I don't like this, but I'm doing it. If you don't have the ability to talk and make people believe you, you're not going to get hired on. They're not going to even remotely look at you.
I talk to someone new every time I go to a dock. It doesn't bother me one bit. You have no choice. You meet new people every day as a tankerman and as a deckhand. You meet new people every time you go to work. You meet new people every time you come into work. You go through airports, meet new people. I had a lady stop me in the airport because I had a life jacket on my backpack. She asked me if I was a diver. If I was nervous, I wouldn't even tell her no. I'd have just laughed and walked off. We don't do that. Being nervous and being out here in an industry where people ask you questions all the time. Okay? So, for instance, that lady asked me if I'm a diver. No, I'm not a diver. I can't dive. I can't dive to save my life. But she asked because she was curious, so I answered her question. I told her what I do and where I work. And she was so intrigued by what it is because she said she never heard of that. Just to kind of touch on the fact that a lot of people don't know anything about this industry and what we do. What would it be the best schedule to start with?
28-14.
28-14. The longer the better. You can always go slower.
28-14.
Steph, we appreciate all the likes.
With 28-14, your checks, according to my wife, are a lot more consistent. You get a 5-day, a 10-day, and a 14-day. It just depends on what day you do crew change. Yeah, Chase, I bet you do love 7 and 7. Living 20 minutes from the job.
A lot of guys work 12 hours on and go home. For those of you that don't want to be on a boat all day, every day, don't want to work a full schedule, you can work 7 on, 7 off days, and then 7 on, 7 off nights. And that's more of your fleet boats and stuff like that.
And there's also jobs in office. You can be dispatch. You can be logistics.
Yeah.
Most of that's going to take college education.
Yeah, we're really going to talk about all this stuff on the boat, though. Fleet boats are like that. Yeah, Jason, that's what we was kind of touching on there. So Stephanie actually works on the boats. Stephanie is a woman, obviously. And just to give you a representation of how hard it is, you think just for you as a man to get on as a job, we're going to bring Stephanie in here and kind of let her talk about, if she wants to, obviously, we're going to send her the invite, and if she joins, she joins. Let her talk about how it is for a woman to get a job on a vessel. So if you want, just go put her in.
I don't do this.
Click her name and then invite her. Or click invite right there in the bottom left-hand corner.
Host?
Nope. What's it say to the right?
Host and guest?
Guest. And then click her name. Towboat Steph right there. All right, then click off of it.
Oh, she just got in bed. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's all good, Steph.
Don't worry about it. We'll do this more.
Oh, there she goes.
There she is.
I wish it would make it with just two of us.
You didn't have to do all that, girl.
Yeah, it's real scratchy on this end, Steph. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I'm on the river right now, actually.
Okay. So if you'd like to, I mean, we can hear you a little bit. If you would like to just give kind of your 2 cents about the situation, we're more than open ears to listen to it. And if we got anything to add, we'll add to you. But it's your floor when you're ready.
Y'all just go ahead and ask questions.
So, as a woman, how hard was it for you to get on?
Not very hard at all.
Not very hard. How is it being?
Zero experience. I did work outside as a welder. I was 18. Come back to the country.
I think we lost her. Steph?
Hello?
Yeah, definitely think she's gone there.
Steph, we can do this later. You need to get some rest.
Get some sleeping. Oh, there you are. Yeah, we lost you that whole time, Steph. So last thing we heard was welder.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I worked dockside welding. I left completely for a little bit. I come back. And my first boat company that I actually worked for TBT. And that was
who she said?
TBT.
Who was that stand for?
Tennessee Valley Towing.
Okay, TVT, Tennessee Valley Towing. Just in case people may be up there and interested in it.
Yeah. Everybody hired. I work for my right now. We really need people so bad. Two boats
Don't invite them.
because no one wants to work.
That's right. No one wants to work.
When you come out here, this job, I mean, it's a different life. I mean, you have a life, like I tell everybody, I live 2 lives, to live a life at home and to live a life out here.
Yes, exactly.
There's Nate.
Nate who?
Buddy of mine.
You can put him in. Yeah, it's going to go away. You can invite him. Steph, you got anything else you'd like to talk about in regards to, I mean, speak out loud, right? Your advantage or disadvantages to being a woman and working out here in this industry.
Actually, to be honest, I'm not running into any disadvantages. It's an amazing job. All you gotta want to do is fucking get out here and work. That's all the company wants you to do. Come out here, do your job. It's a paycheck. Do what the captain wants you to do. It's not hard.
Nate, what you got to add, my brother?
Hold on, it's echoing real bad.
Yeah. It is echoing pretty bad.
Is it echoing on your side or our side? That's the problem. We got to try and figure out.
I think from yours.
Okay. We're going to mute for now. Hold on.
There it went. Yeah, that's better. I don't really know what we're talking about just yet, other than the industry as a whole. I heard something about folks not wanting to show up and work, and that's true. There's a lot of people that don't. It's different than when I started out here, for sure. Like, there was a completely different set of standards. And, like, it didn't matter who did what, or who used this, or who used that. I've been on several boats where people are like, I didn't touch that, I'm not cleaning it. That's not what the duty list says. The duty list doesn't say if you stepped right there, you have to sweep and mop. it says it needs to be swept and mopped. But people, there's always been that kind of, I don't know. It's there's always people anywhere in any job that are going to shirk duties and try to get out. You know, everybody wants to make as much money as possible for as little as little work as possible. I mean, we all want that. Like, that's why we became wheelmen. But you know, she's not wrong. It's not a hard job. It's not hard up here. It takes a strong back, a little bit of give a shit, and a little bit of pride in what you do. And if you can just do that, you work more now as a wheelman. Lord, I feel for the captains that brought you up. I don't know what kind of wheelman you are, but Lord, if you're working more as a wheelman, that's rough. Unless any of my bosses are watching and then I'm way overworked and underpaid. Say it's a damn lie. It is hard. Why? What's hard about it? What's hard about it, Raven? Yeah. But you have to be mentally strong in anything you do.
That's part of the job there, Raven. It comes with that, you know.
The problem, the hardest thing about being out here is just being away from family, really. You miss birthdays and
sometimes
all.
that's the best part.
Sometimes.
Best part.
Make it sound better.
Yeah, it's better.
Sounds a lot better.
I don't know if y'all were using a speaker or something, but
We were.
We're
Little
using
mics.
this right here. There's
yeah,
Quiet.
it's probably got a mic built into
all
it.
up and us up.
Yeah, no, man, we're just.
Oh, you turned the volume up. So it finally started picking it up.
No,
It
man,
just started looping.
we're just trying to start this little thing because a lot of these videos I've seen, which you see them too, and we've talked. They're just misinformation, man. I mean, the job is on it. You got to come out here. You got to work. That's the biggest thing. Is you got to come work. That's what it all.
The problem is in the industry now. Really, you just got to show up.
We're at the bottom of that.
Like the whole work part,
Junk.
it's not nearly as bad as it used to be.
I mean, this
No.
job's not hard, man.
No, it's not. I mean, you know, nowadays deckhands are making $200 something a day. I mean, back when I started,
Starting out.
$200 a day.
Yeah, I started at $100 a day.
Yeah.
And then it took me, I don't know. I mean, I was on deck for less than 3 years. I was cut loose in 2 years and 10 months.
Yeah.
But in that 3 years, I rode over 900 days.
Yeah.
Because I realized real quick, I don't want to be on deck forever.
Correct.
Let me go and get all this shit figured out, learned. Let me put in that extra effort right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll pay off in the long run. So now I've been out here for 12 years, been a wheelman for almost 10.
Yeah.
So
I did my deck in 5 and I was cut loose after that. So I've been in, wheelman for 7 years. So I mean, I understand.
but when I came off deck, I was training deckhands for there were companies hiring me to come train deckhands for them, plus all the deckhands at our company, plus the deckhands at the company that I started at. And basically just trying to infuse a not necessarily a work ethic, but
Hold on 1 second, Nate.
kind of a standard. Yep.
Laid back. I wouldn't go drive over there. The people don't want you showing up at their front door. It's just like having a used car salesman. You can only push so hard before it's too much. If calling them doesn't work, bud, just put in an app somewhere else and try somewhere else. Because it's they probably don't want you to just wait for you to quit to stop asking.
Yeah, I can tell you, our company. I work for Parker, and I've given 20 names to the lady that does all the hiring, and everybody always messages me. I ain't heard from them. Well, I don't. That's it. Well, I'm gonna call them. Don't do that. Don't do that, because Parker will immediately, they will pull your app and go, nope, sorry, we're not hiring.
Hey,
they might be looking for 15 people.
Yeah. Steph, if you're still here, how long did it take you to get hired on?
He said not long.
It wasn't very long at all, actually. That's a little bit of a lie. Maybe a month. The gentleman was just saying, all I did was pick up the phone and kept calling. Some companies don't want you to bother them like that, but some companies, it shows inspiration that you want to be out here, that you want to be a blue-collar person, that you think that you can be away from home for 30 or however long you weren't right. I mean, it's a good paycheck.
Yeah.
It is that.
But it's taken a lot away
It is that.
that have been out here for years. I mean, we miss everything: birthdays, holidays. I mean, just everything. It's just it's all mental.
I was fortunate in that the company that I worked for before we got bought by Parker, and even with Parker, like when my daughter was born, I called my old boss and was like, "Hey, dude, she's gonna be born in like a couple days," and he said, "Okay, we'll get you a rental car. Oh, you can get home." And then when my son was born, same thing. It was, "Hey, I'm gonna hop off the night before it's scheduled and go home for that." But I still miss Christmas, Thanksgivings, birthdays, first day of school. The first day of school really actually hurt my feelings to not be there for that. Because, I mean, it's my daughter's first day of school. It's a milestone.
Well, I got a little girl.
I was there for first.
I was asking.
Yeah, it's like I was fortunate that I got to be there for first steps, first words, first stuff. And so far, I've been there for all the firsts.
Yeah.
And first day of school just kind of seemed like a big deal.
It's okay, Steph. Ain't no big deal. We're gonna touch on
Y'all
this again.
Starlink's been fucked up too.
Do what about Starlink?
So are y'all doing like? Oh, our Starlink's been fucking up too.
We got
We
use
got a
regular
T-Mobile
cell service. Well, we ain't hooked up to it right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm down here in Mira, so it's probably got a lot to do with all the traffic too.
Yeah.
To answer your question.
So are y'all trying to?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are y'all trying to do like just a maritime like podcast kind of thing?
Yeah, because there's not a lot out there. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people that understand.
There's not.
No one knows
They
about
don't. They see all these videos on TikTok of the things that you make or I make or he makes or Stephanie makes or whatever, and that's only just showing you a minute or 30 seconds of what we do.
You know what the real problem is, though? You know what they do see? They see that boat that hit the bridge. They see that boat that ran over the lock. They see that boat that hit the sails. They see that boat that hit the Dularge Bridge. They see that boat that hit all these bridges. They don't see the good side of it. They don't see the 17 times that boat went through that bridge and never touched it. They don't see the 36 times that boat made that same route and never touched anything. They don't see that.
And they don't. And they
don't see
and
that.
they never stopped to look at the 150 years before that this industry has provided for the entire country.
Yeah, I mean,
like 80%.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, 80% of everything you've ever owned, currently own, or will own was transported by boat.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's really what we're trying to do, man. Nate, and I've seen your lives a lot of the nights you're on. And as an industry thing, man, there's guys posting videos. You want to be a deckhand, we make $100,000 a year. No, you don't. You're giving these guys false hope. And when they come out here to a job like
Not as a deckhand, you don't.
No, not even close. This is the second year as a tankerman. I'll make $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. Like I make
I did good, and I only worked 6 months out of the year because I worked. Well, I worked 6 months out of the year. I worked day for day.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing pretty good. But as a wheelman, I still want to do better. Yeah. Yeah.
You're 2 for 1. You'll do better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. I'm just gonna make the toes bigger and bigger. But
Yeah.
I mean, like at Parker, I could go 2 for 1 and make another $40,000-$50,000 a year, but then I'm sacrificing 3 months a year out with my family.
Yeah.
And there was a time where all I gave a shit about was the money. And then we started a family. We got a daughter and a son, and that's not what I want to miss, because I didn't have a real present set of parents, and I want that for my kids. So yeah, I'm gone for a month, but then I'm home for a month. I did the math a couple weeks ago. What's up, Brady? Thank you. I did the math the other night that in one off hitch, I spend more time on average with my kids, with my wife and kids, than most people do in a whole year.
That's what my wife tells me all the time. You know, I talk to her about that all the time, about being home, and I don't feel like I'm doing enough. She's like, you got to understand, you have 14 consecutive days home. Most people don't have that in a couple month period. They're working 7 days a week almost.
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah.
So you don't have to send nothing, brother. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Good.
sent that to me.
Okay, perfect.
That's one of my guys. He's just being sweet. He's an asshole, but he's just being sweet.
No, in all retrospect, Nate, this is just a first off-topic type deal. We just want to kind of get out there and invite people to talk about the industry and let it be known that there are possibilities of improvement out here, to get more people that are willing to work, that are willing to give up, and to make the industry better, to better themselves in the long run. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you and I both know that you can make 6 figures in a possibility of 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, for sure. I've thought about it and I've looked into it, and there's very few ways to legally make this kind of money
Back home.
without any kind of education.
100%. All I have is a high school education. That's it.
I was a high school dropout.
Yeah.
Like, I dropped out of high school, then dropped out of college, did the military, went to work for the railroad, and then came out here. And again, my whole career has been fortunate for me. Is like the hiring process was like 48 hours.
Yeah.
And then I got thrown to the wolves. It was like,
the way they
no.
do it. Crazy.
Yeah, it's all baby gloves, all super sweet, all. It is a lot of handhold, and I'm cool with holding hands as long as you're learning, so that one day you don't have to hold my hand. And the problem is, you go to teaching people stuff like something super simple. One of my biggest pet peeves, like a single timberhead tie. Teaching somebody the right way to do that, and then watching them do it wrong over and over and over. And then you go teach them, and they keep doing it wrong. And then you go teach them, they keep doing it wrong. So you don't care. You're just calling it things that it's not, which is, it's not a big deal. But if you're going to do it, like, there's a whole generation of towboaters that came up when boats were wood and men were steel.
Yeah. And
you
now
know,
boats are men. Thanks, bro.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. And now boats are steel and men are silly putty.
Yeah.
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 They get their feelings hurt.
They get their feelings hurt a lot.
Real quick.
One second.
Over nothing.
We're about to change tripods, man. Give us 1 second.
I was a diploma. I've been on the boat since 18. Started Enterprise.
Yeah, just
Lord,
sit down. That's what it's going in right now, Dylan. The suction cups, I would definitely be sending these guys an email. That's
The one I've been using so I've been using my phone instead of my tablet on my night lives, and the little suction cup thing I got for my phone is like I gotta pry that son of a bitch off the dash when I'm done.
That's good.
And it was just like a little $7 suction cup
We'd like to
holder
show
from
you.
TJ Maxx.
He's got it.
So I bought rock form case, and I got the lock-in thing
Yeah.
for the suction cup. Thing's
Yep.
trash.
Yep. I like mine.
Mine just
I like my rock form stuff.
I like my rock form case. Don't get me wrong.
I told my wife the other day because she's forever in ordering new, like the little window mounts and all the TikTok stuff, and this'll stick to anything, and she'll sit there and fuck with it and falls off or does whatever, and little things like from when I was growing up that I think are just common knowledge. What's up, boo boo? Apparently they're not common knowledge. So I told my wife, she was in the car one day, I was like, don't you have a phone holder? She said, yeah, but it won't stick. I went, lick the suction cup.
Yeah.
She was like, what?
Hey, so
She's like, what? I went, yeah, lick it, stick it. And she goes, huh, did it? Motherfucker ain't moved since.
Earlier, what Nate was talking about the
Hey,
age stuff.
the lift down?
Yeah, the lowered.
Lowered Sierra, you said have a diploma, been on the boat since 18, started enterprising. Yeah, I mean it's definitely you can start that way. I mean that's a good thing.
Exactly.
What's the hardest thing to do on deck? What's the hardest thing to do on deck is learn.
Learning's not the
If you
hard
mean,
part.
if like I say, learning to lay wire, like wrapping your head around laying wires.
Concept, yeah. Concept of
Yeah.
understanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Physical labor wise, the hardest thing's toting a set.
Well, I don't do that, thank God.
Yeah, we don't do that over here.
I got witches.
We winch babies over here. Which I mean,
We're all winches, but I came up toting rigging.
that's me. I mean, I started on deck with winches, and then when I was at Marquette, the way that I thought whenever I was at Wheeling, I broke out as a pilot. If I didn't know what those guys needed to do rigging set wise, I couldn't tell them or give them any advice. So I went down there as a pilot at Marquette and learned how to do it.
Zach Farabee.
Yeah.
If you're still in here, it says, I've done all kinds of work from rigs to pipeline work, working on all the boats. Working on the boats was definitely easier as long as you have a good crew. So you're very correct. And building tow, as long as you're taught right, you say is the hardest thing. I would tell you now, Nate could probably contest to this. If you have a shitty wheelhouse, you're gonna have a shitty crew. If you have a shitty crew,
a good
you have
crew,
a shitty wheelhouse.
yeah, a good crew can make a bad wheelman look good,
Absolutely.
and a bad crew can make a good wheelman look bad.
Correct. Absolutely.
Like real shit.
Laying wires looks hard.
Laying wires looks hard.
Look, so I'll throw this in there.
It's not.
It's not hard. So a 2-barge tow, you got 4 wires. You're putting them in a circle. That's it. Literally. Easy money. Circle. That's it. Now, when it comes to hard rigging, there's no
The easy.
I can't speak on it.
The best thing anybody ever taught me or ever told me that kind of made everything click in my head when it came to building tow was whether you're strung out or breasted up, you either want them to not do this or not do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need a wire that keeps it from going this way, and then you need a wire that keeps it from going that way. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter if it's on 17 different bits. It don't matter. None of that matters. At that point, you're just looking at Bob Ross paintings. You just need a wire that keeps it from going, keep it one way and then the other way.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I got you.
Everything else is gravy.
So, kind of touching back to what we were discussing. So we discussed the positions of being a deckhand, right? And Nate, have you tanked before, or did you do just deck?
Yeah. I tanked for a little. I never went to school. I did my 15 barges at Satoon.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, hey, you want to go to the wheelhouse? And I was like, fuck yeah.
Right. Okay, so Nate can't really speak on it, maybe a little, but tanking and moving up It's really
Long process.
I'd say long, really. I'd say it's winded. It's repetitive.
It kind of depends on the company too.
Yeah. So tanking
Because if
barge
you've got a
is
company
like
that's-
going and stubbing your toe on a wall.
Yeah, if you've got a company that's got 15 boats and 2 of them are chemical boats, it's probably going to take you a little while to move up because you're going to have dedicated tankermen. But if you're at a company like, say, Marathon or Kirby or something like that, that's strictly chemical barges, their whole job is to move you up as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And
sometimes that bites you in the ass. Too.
It does. It absolutely does. Like we've got a boat. We've got several boats that run Baton Rouge to Monroe. It's like a 18-hour up, 12-hour down trip.
Yeah.
So they're busy. Don't send them back to this boat. Send them over to one of those boats where they're getting 20 transfers in a hitch, and make them ride over there for 2 or 3 hitches, to where it becomes muscle memory, and it becomes first nature. And then you can go put them back wherever. You can send them back over here at that point. And there's no question that when they go out there, there's a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 that they do every time, because it's now been kind of beat into them because they do it so much.
Like our run that we're on, we run from Port Arthur to Houston, so we've got a lot of stuff going on, with us. I mean, sometimes we may do 12 transfers in a hitch. We may do 2 transfers in a hitch, but like you buying off your topic, the best thing for them to do is send them somewhere that is on dock all the time. Let them jump the boats and understand that they're going to have to get that kind of training, because every dock may seem the same, but
ride with different people.
Yeah.
Like ride with different people. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
And,
like Zach
and
said, you said
having a guy ride with these guys for a month.
I used to make my
trainees lose prime to see if they can get it back.
He does it. That's the way he does it. Yeah.
So we just had something like that happen, and we left 100. I was saying we just had that happen, and so our engineer on here, best tanker I've ever worked with, ever. Like, I could give you his phone number right now, and you could call him and go, "Hey, have you ever tanked one of these barges?" And he'll pull out a binder and flip to that barge and go, "Yep, here's your recipe. Here's this. Here's that. Here's blah blah blah." He can walk you through all of it.
Yeah.
Well, my tankerman on here, I got a fresh one, one straight out of school, and then my mate. And something happened. Nobody knows, but something happened, and we left 132 barrels on the barge of jet.
Horrible.
And they weren't real happy about that.
I'm sure
They weren't real happy about it.
Real thin too. So
It was like $38,000. And during this whole thing, my engineer kept going, "Man, I'll go out there right now and get prime back." They could not get prime. They lost prime, couldn't do it. He said, "Man, I'll go out there right now and get prime back. Sitting right here in this fucking fleet." And I was like, "Then do it." He said, "They don't want me to. They're trying to figure out another way to do it." He was like, he said, "I know for a fact I can go out there, and even if I got a hand prime that pump, I know for a fact I can get that back."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that's the difference in you and good and tankerman. Good tankerman and tankerman."
Laid back F-150. What is the worst weather? What is the worst the weather has got?
What he's asking is, how bad is the weather before you can't go out on the deck?
Tornadoes? Hurricanes?
No, sir. If it's lightning striking all over the place, I'm not going outside. You get over it. Push the hill and get over it.
Yeah.
Mighty simple.
It depends. Dry cargo or chemical.
Yeah, I'm
Depends.
Full throttle.
Chemical, the wheelhouse's job is to sit and watch. If there's a lightning strike and it's within X amount of miles per, company SOP, then you watch it and you tell everybody stand down, and then you wait for the next one. And if it's, whatever, then they can go back out. But I've had to go out when I was on deck. I had to go out and secure all the hopper tops
Yeah.
as a hurricane was coming in.
That sucks.
Never done that.
Yeah, it wasn't fun at all.
That's tie off to it. So we'll keep it that way.
Yeah.
Riding out hurricanes ain't fun. No, it's not.
We did it.
We did it. Did 2 of them, actually.
It ain't.
I did one.
I've been through 3, yeah.
Right off to the trees.
Yeah.
Lines broke. Had to go out there and retie it off. Now, we could have said no, but we're not soft either. We're going to go take care of business.
That's a common towboat, maritime industry. It used to be a common mindset. It's got to be done. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
But
Hurricane Island, matter of fact.
now it's more of a. I mean, he can just hold it in the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm all for safety. I'm all for safety, but
I'm also
I'm also all for productivity too.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
like I've had.
Yeah, where was we?
Go ahead.
Corpus on the OVJ at Bradley's Locks for Enterprise, and a storm blew through. Was blowing 70-mile-an-hour winds. The captain looks back. There's the door on the paint locker. He said, "Somebody's got to close that." I said, "Well, who's it gonna be? Me or you?" And obviously, it ain't gonna be you.
Yeah, it's I've been through some storms. I just went through one the other day. It wasn't even really a storm. It was a storm front moving in.
Yeah, we got hit with 2 of them.
And yeah, I was coming around Moon Bend, and it's up near Memphis. No, it's up near Memphis. It's on the lower, but it's one of those hard bends that it's not hard, but you need to know, like you need to be prepared. And coming around, everything was fine. Coming around like it was on rails. And then as I was getting ready to straighten up, this 60-mile-an-hour crosswind, full value crosswind, just hammered me. And I was meeting a 30 barge tow, and I was already kind of deep. I was like, man, I'm finna come ahead and point at you for a minute. It might get ugly, but I'll dodge you.
Yeah.
Hey, Strong Mama, what's up?
So we was coming in yesterday.
Yesterday.
A bad storm came through, about 45. Couldn't see out the front window. It was head on. Went from 6.5 miles an hour to 4.5 miles an hour. Yeah.
And I had it. He was driving, and just something didn't feel right in me. I was like, "Hey, look, man, I trust you driving, but let me take the sticks just in case something happens."
Yeah, but hop up.
And it hit, and it started blowing broadside with the empties at 45, and then I met a ship on the other side of the bridge. So.
Yeah, I'll be going live in a little while, Strong Mama. Probably about an hour and a half. Craziest experience out here. I watched a lady jump off the Baton Rouge Bridge.
Mm.
You did what? I talked over you. Say it again.
No, the guy said, "What's the craziest experience out here?" I said, "I watched a lady jump off the Baton Rouge Bridge."
Wow.
And yeah, threw her a life ring, and it was the best throw of my life. Couldn't do it again if I wanted to.
I don't think I got close to that.
She grabbed it, looked at me like she was upset, and then threw it back at me. Blew all the air out and sunk down. And I told the captain, I went, "Man, she meant that. She didn't accidentally do that. She's over it."
Shoot, I think mine was I was up there at Enterprise, Baton Rouge. We were going to dock with a load, and I was driving, and the LaRose, the boat for Kirby, pulled out in front of me, and I T-boned them and about killed every one of them because the dude wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, I don't have nothing that crazy. I found a guy on the bar. That's about it. So, he was out there while I was building. He scared the shit out of me.
I think not the worst thing, but for the grossest thing was we were at ITC Deer Park, and a horse had been in the water. It was after Ivan maybe.
Horse.
And there was a horse. Yeah, there was a horse that had
Dead horse.
been Yes, the hurricane had claimed the horse, and it wound up in the slip at ITC Deer Park.
Ugh.
And we were coming in right there at sunrise. I caught my lead line. I was on deck, caught the lead line, and I was like, man, and it was foggy. And I was like, yeah, close it up. He said, hell, I'm trying. And I went, well, let me go look. And I looked over, and there's this horse, this big around, blowed up. And I was like, we're going to have to do something. There's a horse. And he's like, what do you mean there's a horse? I said, there's a fucking horse. Like, I'm not speaking Swahili. There's a fucking horse. And he was like, all right. I was like, open it up and I'll see if I can like push it out or something. He goes, okay. He opens it up and I was walking back to get the spike pole. We had one that was broke off, so it wasn't pokey. And he swung out, and as I was walking back up there, he swung it back in and and I stopped and went, you motherfucker. And he just picked up the radio and started laughing. I said, I hope. And luckily, it smelled awful, but luckily, it all went up. So all the scent just concentrated in the wheelhouse. And he's on the radio. He's on the radio just gagging. It's terrible. Yeah, that's what you get.
Some crazy stuff.
That's what you get.
Years ago, they had those people that were hanging up by their feet over there at the Fred Hartman Bridge. I remember that a few years ago when it shut down the whole ship channel for the Gringo people.
Yep.
Seen that.
Yep.
Seen people jump off the Fred Hartman Bridge.
I was on the dock for that.
Yeah, I was actually. I just come past. What, Pelican? Not Pelican. Yeah. Yeah, I was inbound at Pelican. And they were like, hold up. I was like, what do you mean, hold up? There's people hanging from the bridge. My brain just
Hey,
been.
Nate.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't say that, Nate. Nate, Nate, I can't. I'm recording this, Nate. We can't say that. No, I've got to cut that out, Nate.
Well, it'll just be a little blip.
No, ain't no blip. I've got to cut that out, Nate.
Be a little blip.
Don't say that, Nate. Give to the good book.
My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. Anyway. Wow. Jesus.
Well, so for backstory, I was in the Army and I spent a year in Iraq.
Well, you're not going to tell us about how I used to do it.
No, I'm not perpetuating things.
Yeah, no.
I'm just firsthand experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wowzers. He over here talking about back in the day. Keep it about the barges, Nate. Keep it about the barges. Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm glad y'all are doing this, and I hope it's successful. I've been my whole life has been basically mental health in this industry, or just in general. It didn't used to be that. It used to be wild as hell.
Yeah.
But I figured out that I needed mental health work, and I needed to work on me. And then I started hearing other people saying a lot of the same things in this industry, and I was like, well, maybe this could be a thing. Maybe this can be my way of helping the world.
Yeah.
So it's
Our hand went upstairs because he didn't want to be a part of it. He was always going to be done at 9 o'clock. So he's coming back down the stairs. You come in.
He can be part of it.
You come out. No, come on, come out.
What do you do on night watch? Basically,
This is it.
This is it. Normally,
All about the boat, though.
normally it's just nightly duties and then just hang out, chill out. Most of the boats are like that. Some aren't. Some get you a spotlight and deck lights.
Tell you what.
Outside.
You work for a boat with this big ass G on it. Try to say their names. You can go ahead and just get your rag ready, a little bit of polish.
Yep.
And you will not touch
Not a little bit.
your whole
A lot of bit of polish. A lot of bit of polish.
They care more about the
Wow,
inside
good
than they do the outside of it. I'll tell you that much now. And by all means, I'm
Really?
not talking shit. I'm just speaking facts. So
Really, it's worse on the end. I mean, it's more inside than outside because I see them boys.
They
There's
work,
like 4
they
of
work
them
outside.
on this
I'm not saying they don't, but at night they're polishing brass, they're polishing handrails,
Yeah.
they're polishing stack covers, they're polishing day tanks, they're polishing fire exhaust hoses. We just saw one yesterday. His brass from the red to the red was polished. I'm all for it, right? By all means, you get paid to work. Your ass needs to work, but man, there's a level in which you can chill out.
Like a polished, like the one that's always kind of blown my mind is there's like 3 of those boats on this run with us,
Yeah.
and we all sit in Memphis a pretty good bit. Usually a couple weeks a hitch. They'll be out there polishing the stacks. They're already polished stainless stacks, but they'll be out there polishing them more. And I'm like, you know that's just gonna get dirty, right?
You painted ours black.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they asked us if we wanted polished or stainless or whatever on this new boat, and we were like, if it's gonna be shiny, make it shiny forever. If it's not, make it flat and black.
Yes, sir. Zach.
But yeah, I'm
I know you're gonna take you a minute to respond, but where do you work? He's gonna respond faster on your screen than mine.
Nah, man. Nate, we just. Hold on. You had chill days sometimes.
Lydia Ann.
Yeah.
He works
Yeah.
at Lydia Ann.
Yeah, man, we have chill days. We have a lot of chill days. My rule of thumb is on my boat as captain, you work during the day, you chill at night.
That's where on dock. We gotta
That's
take-
right.
Yeah, mine's work during the day, and then I don't care what it is, but find one thing. Just it can be a single wall. Just find one thing and wipe it down.
Yeah. And we got a daily
That's
duty
it.
list. We work during the day, and we'll work the first 6 hours, and most of the time when you get up, it's dark. You know? So we're kind of chill early in the morning, eat breakfast, sleep mop, or vacuum in our situation. We got a vacuum, we don't sleep mop anymore.
That's some tankerman shit right there.
Hey, Nate, this vacuum sweeps, this vacuum mops and vacuums, and it talks to you. You want her to tell you hello?
That's some tankerman shit right there.
Oh, that's his shit.
That's me.
Oh, that's the captain that don't. That's the captain that don't want to be too. He don't want to be too mean to his crew.
No, man, it just got, you know hey, look, you got a mop and a bucket in the back and that bitch stays nasty. You know what I'm talking about.
Nuh-uh.
He said, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll throw
No,
that
I
bitch in the
don't.
water. I'll throw it in the water.
We it's a thing on here. The water gets changed every watch, and the mop don't ever stay.
So nothing. If I'm done mopping, the water get dumped out. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
There should be no new water.
When our last boat.
Nothing.
Yeah, when we had our last boat went to the shipyard, so they gave us like a loaner boat.
Yeah.
And apparently it was kind of a that's what it was. It was a loaner boat. It used to be a really nice boat, but over the years it just wound up being a substitute teacher. And
A substitute.
and I mean, and so my guys got on there and started mopping. It took 2 weeks to mop from the wheelhouse to the top of the steps at the second deck.
Yeah.
Before they got to the stairs going down to the galley and still had clean water.
Yeah, one of the guys in the live, I'm still here, my old Captain Ryan, we used to have, I think the Sidney Taylor was that when we got on it at Fort Ring. Literally the walls would melt brown off of it because they used to smoke the boat.
You know what, Nate? You talk about how that's some tankerman shit that we got that vacuum mop. I have a steam. I have a steam mop that you walk behind. Oh no, we lost that one. We have a vacuum on every deck. Wheelhouse second deck and third deck.
Oh
We
my
have a
God.
flipper mop on every deck. Wheelhouse second deck, third deck. We have a vacuum in the upper engine room.
Hey, I keep my boat clean though.
Very clean.
Hey, look, as long as it stays clean, I'm not gonna knock it. If it works, it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Nate later today. Hey, can we get a vacuum?
Hey, I need to get an Amazon sticker.
Look at
Deckhand is due working. Yes. Well, Nate's boat probably has an engineer. Mine doesn't.
Yeah, my boat's too small.
And then the guy, Bocephus, that joined, he works for the same company. We don't have engineers over here unless you work in the riverside.
Yeah. Devin, to answer your question, we moved off the boat dock, brother. We came back to our barges. We don't like the risk of someone just walking on. If that makes sense. You know, you call and tell us you're coming in, but just walking on the boat because you're trying to catch somebody, it's pretty annoying.
Shut your mouth.
You damn right it is. You damn right his true love is Amazon. Especially when it's not his money.
Right. All right, well, we about to end this thing, Nate.
Yeah.
We appreciate you
Yeah, I got
coming
somebody
in.
telling me they finna call me. But yeah, I'm glad y'all are doing it, and I hope it works.
Might do it twice or 3 times a week. It might turn into a fucking every night thing.
Probably get a little
I've
bit
been
more
talking.
to make it a little bit more official.
All we do is play video games any damn way.
So we'll figure something out. So,
Well, y'all be good. Appreciate you letting me in.
yeah, man. We appreciate
Thanks
you
for coming.
Yep. Just send me an invite next time if you want anything.
When I showed him how to order. Who is Bocephus?
Cody.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. Hey, look, we appreciate everybody coming in. I know it kind of got off topic. It was pretty wild. A lot of questions got answered. Some didn't. We do apologize for all that. But look, we're going to try this thing again sometime, probably middle of this week. We'll probably do another one, letting more people join, give the ins and outs of the industry, the good, the bad, the ugly. And like I said, we appreciate all of it, the likes, the gifts, the follows, and whatnot. You know, we just want to give more light to this industry as much as we can, because this is the real deal right here. This isn't a TikTok video. This isn't a TikTok video. This isn't, this is behind the scenes. This is the real life right here.
And you know what? To those of you that post them videos, get all them views, and share all that fake information, there's a special place for you. You know, because all you're doing is making our industry look like shit.
And
These
you're not
guys
going to make
come out here and
$100,000
realize
a
it's not
second.
real.
Not going to happen.
So, like he said, touched on, we appreciate y'all joining us. It wasn't 600 people, but, it's good. It'll grow. And we appreciate y'all coming. We got 7.6K likes. That's great, man. The more you tap, the more we change ranks, the better it gets. So, to the 10 of you that stayed in here fluently and continuously, we really appreciate it. Anybody that has any questions or would like to be a part of the next one when it does happen, we will. So we kind of last minute at this one. We posted it this morning and did it this afternoon. When we're going to do it, we're going to set a date for it. And we'll post a few days ahead of time, like 2 or 3 days in advance. Every day we'll post. Shoot us a message if you want to join it. And obviously we're on front watch, so it'll probably be on this watch. It will never be an early morning one because we work during the day, unless we take a day off. But we got a lot of shit going on, so it probably won't happen.